Okay, now let's talk more about the ls command. So previously we just looked at the ls, and what it does is gonna list the files and folders we have on our directory. Okay, so let's look at in depth about the ls. So let's go to the desktop and let me write the ls here. See, it shows two things in my desktop, right? One is the folder, the other one is the text file that I've got, and that's about it. Now the ls command, okay, we could use it to distinguish the files and folders. For that we use this hyphen yeah. Okay, now it's not only going to list the files and folders, it's going to differentiate them. That is, for the folder, okay, it's going to apply this forward slash. So anything that has the forward slash at the ending is the folder, and then the others are the file. So when we write the normal ls, it is only going to show the files that are not hidden. Okay, well, it turns out there are hidden files in computers. Well, the very first question would be, why do we even hide the hidden files? Well, it turns out it's not every day we buy computers to perform system manipulations. Most people have no use for managing the system, so hidden files are there to configure the system, and since it deals with the system, in case we accidentally delete it, well, we might compromise our system. That's why we have some hidden files. However, we are not normal users, so we'd love to see the hidden files. In fact, let's see all of the files. To see that, we use the -a command, okay, to see all the files. So in my desktop, so previously we had just two of them, that's at least what the ls showed. Now using the ls-a, well, we're seeing so many files in here, and some of them look quite cryptic. See, starts the dot. So anything that starts the dot signifies that it is a hidden file. Okay, these are hidden files, and these are system files, so we don't want to mess this up. And we could also combine the command. Let's say I want to distinguish the files and folders and also show all of them. Press enter. There we go. Okay, it turns out only this one, the hello underscore folder, is the only folder we have, and a good couple of them here on the left. Right now, these two are quite special since we learned it before. So cd dot dot would basically move us one step back on the directory. Cd dot means stay right in this same directory. Okay, that's why it is signifying it as a directory as well. Okay, let's use another command, okay, called the recursive one. Okay, ls-r. Now what this does is it's going to display everything that we have on the subchild within all of these files and folders that exist on my desktop. So I'm going to press enter. Well, it turns out there aren't much of them. Okay, we have this hello folder, hello.txt, and it turns out it doesn't contain anything inside. So if I'm to go inside the hello folder, okay, in here, let me create a file. Let's say hello1.txt. Okay, and go back, and now here let me write ls-r. Now it not only shows the things that I have inside desktop, but it also shows the files within the folders that exist on the desktop. Okay, in our case, the hello folder, turns out it contains hello1.txt. Yes, this is what recursive command does. -r. Now let's look at another command called -yal. Okay, when I press enter, this is going to display, well, lots and lots of things. So the very first one says total of 0. What does that mean? Well, it turns out this is the total number of the allocated blocks we have for the files within the directory, and we've got plenty of columns in here. Let's go, well, one by one. So the very first character we got, okay, we've got D on this first row and then hyphen on the second row. So this signifies directory. So it turns out Okay, this hello underscore folder is our directory. And then the hyphen signifies a file. Okay, and rightfully so, hello.txt is our file. Now, besides this, we'll also have a couple of other more. We'll also have YAL, that will signify a linked file. We'll also have C and then B, which signifies either a character or a block. Okay, and now the other things we have here. Okay, this is the file permission. Okay, same thing here as well, the file permission. Now we'll talk about file permission in the later videos. Okay, but for now, just think is a file permission. And this one, okay, this 3 is the total number of hard links, okay, that we have. And we'll also talk about linking in a file later on. It has 3, it has 1, and this is the user, okay, the owner of the file. This is our group name, okay. It also signifies the privilege as well. Okay, we've got this stuff, and this 96 is the file size in bytes. Okay, this folder is 96 byte, whereas the other one turns out is 0, and this is the date of the last modification to the file. Okay, and now eventually the name of our folder or the file. So this is what the L command does. It produces a long listing format providing the information about each file in our directory. Now, if you want to have the information about a specific file, you could write ls-ld, which stands for directory, okay, and then the file name. Now the information about only the hello underscore folder is being displayed. Okay. Now there are so many other commands within this ls command, which would be almost impossible for me to explain all of them, but there is a handy tool, there's a handy command we have called man, which is going to help us, well, get to the documentation, the manual of each of the commands. So what you want to do is write man and let's say ls if you want to know more about the ls command. I'm going to press enter. There we go. It's going to give me all the details, okay, everything about the ls command and all the other commands that we can add within the ls. Okay, for instance, we use this r recursively list the subdirectories encountered, so we use quite a few of them, the a as well, and so on. So if you want to know more about them, you could use the manual. So you could write the command man and then the ls to know more about the ls. And once you're done with this, to get out of this manual, we write the colon and q. Okay, we quit out of there. So this has been about the ls command, and I'll see you guys on the next one.